welcome back to 2DG.
Two.
We've got another beer review.
Yes, we do.
What do we have this time?
Today from 3 Floyds, I believe, no, this isn't a collaboration, but anyway, it's called the Battle of Charro II. Now, I believe that this was just a one-off again. Obviously, they had part 1 at some point in time, but I bought this after GABF because whilst I don't know if they entered anything technically, they sent this one there as kind of a just, check it out kind of thing. And it got really good reviews from most everybody. Now we just...
And I was shocked to see them at GABF at all.
Yeah, because they don't generally care at all about anything like that. This one, though, a little bit weird as far as the style. It's an Imperial Bret IPA, which if you don't know, Bret or Brettanomyces are bacteria used to sour beer. With cherry juice and cherry flavoring. Now that's exactly what it says.
Where does it say this?
On the side where everything else is, not on the government side.
It, honest to God, says that. What the hell is cherry flavor if not cherry juice?
We'll find out.
Does cherry juice not have cherry flavor?
I don't know.
What am I missing here?
Oh, I mean, we're missing part of the review. Anyway, so we'll get to the other part here in a minute. But let's get it open. It's got special green wax, which was the wax that they used for
the
Dark Lord
2017 special indicator.
Yeah, so when Behemoth comes out here pretty quick, it should have the green wax as well.
I thought they already did that.
No, Behemoth usually comes out in January.
What did we see when we did the last tour? I could have sworn it was Behemoth.
No. Anyway, let's get it open.
We had something else this year with the green wax. Whether we cracked it or not, I don't know.
We're looking at, we have all the green wax bottles up there. I don't know.
Anyway. Oh my God. This didn't take all that.
Shut up.
I'm impressed. Let's get to the pour.
Anywho, if you don't know by now, yes, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for about a month now.
So he's a new vegan.
He's gonna come up with every other kind of term he can, or just word to throw in front of vegan. I swear.
Part-time vegan, that'd be me.
Yeah,
at best.
Yeah.
I did try it once.
Yeah, that's great. We all tried something for a minute. By the way, the artwork on this bottle is awesome. Not to say that Floyds isn't normally, but this would be a nice one to add to the collection. Just in case you didn't know, I collect all of the 3 Floyds bottles that I get that are like,
unique.
Well, I mean, every
One
time
of
I
each?
buy one. Yeah, one of each. There we go. So this one's kind of an interesting color. It's
It
more
really
of an
is.
amber ale.
Yeah.
Now you do have a little bit of a reddish kind of ruby hue to
You mean
it.
like amber?
He's gonna die.
No, he's right.
Yeah. Head didn't stick around. It's 10.8% though, so I mean, whatever.
Well, and it's a bread. I didn't really expect it to.
Anywho, let's get a smell.
It's a brat.
Now, admittedly, when I opened this, I got more of like the fruity kind of flavor
agree.
coming out, but this is intense.
Whew.
Here's the thing: it's
Give
a
it a
mix.
switch.
It's a mix of straight Bret funk and Robitussin.
Get in there deep.
But it's almost it's a weird kind
It
of cherry
really
thing.
is.
It's not like cherry tart. It's cherry sweet.
I don't know. I'm getting tart in with that brat.
This is either going to be really good or really awful.
Yeah.
Like I'm convinced there's not going to be a middle ground.
But I
there.
think that's where that you said Robitussin is that cherry. And I've got to admit,
I don't know,
after
I also
one
get-
Founder's cherry,
Well, I also get
Cherry.
cherry sucker in this. You know what I mean? Like that generic kind of Pizza Hut cherry red sucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm talking
see,
about.
he can't stop talking about his former meat-eating life.
I like the cheese pizza there.
Ready?
Yeah, let's taste it.
I like it.
Alright, so a couple things. Okay. Number one, it's not as sour as I thought.
I agree.
Number 2, you definitely get that cherry cough medicine in there.
Yeah.
But number 3, the only kind of reminiscent IPA flavor you get is just that bitterness. There's no hop flavor. Now, to be completely fair, I don't know what kind of hops they use. If I'm guessing, they're using very neutral hops in this.
I would think so.
Because with Three Floyds, if they throw hops in there and they want you to know it, you know it. That being said, a lot of that Brettanomyces flavor, which, to be honest, it doesn't pucker you a lot. Does a little. But that cherry, that cherry flavor kind of balances that.
But it's not a nasty, rich cherry.
Right. It's close, in my opinion. I think it's right on that line. It's still good, but it's on that border of being too much.
Wow. I'm gonna have to cleanse too, I guess, just so I can taste stuff better.
I don't know, it's got this weird, just hop bitterness, acidic thing at the end too. Finish is really dry.
It's really dry. It definitely is. I get. Again, this is hitting those salt receptors on the sides of my tongue. I know you taste salt everywhere, but I'm just saying the side of my tongue being lit up by this.
Look how green this is on here because of that wax. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Normally a Three Floyds cap, you always get the pink and green swirl, but they almost both look faded all the time. But this one is exceptionally green. I'm assuming it's because of the wax. Anywho. All right, so do you have anything to say about it before we move on? I know I did most of the talking.
No, I think you nailed down all the aspects. It's almost got a tingly, spicy burn in the back. I know you mentioned that. I'm just reiterating.
The carbonation level is actually high, but I actually like it in this.
I do too. I think.
Normally I'm not a fan of too high carbonation. But, okay, so, pulled up on the AB InBev rate beer. Imperial IPA. They're not doing a fruit beer or anything like that.
They're not doing. Oh, interesting. They're not doing Bret as a.
No. Imperial IPA. So we go off of what Anheuser-Busch tells us it is. Style, they give it a 31. Overall, they give it a 73. So this classifies as my, kind of stupid point jump. I wanted to say swear words. I really did, but he wants me to watch it, so I'm trying to. Classifies as one of those stupid jumps. This one's a 40-point swing. So, that being said, Imperial IPA.
Style was a what?
Imperial IPA, double IPA, whatever you want to call it. 31.
Oh my God, that's got to be the worst rated Three Floyds I've ever seen on there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and I know the style is IPA.
No. Imperial.
But knowing that it's a Bret, I really dig this beer personally. I'm going to go, got it. I'm sorry, I got to go 10. I am. I like it. I think the balance is good. I think the balance is good. I don't care. I think these people are foolish. I'm going 10. If I want a Bret, I can't do better than that. I like that. I know. It's an IPA, Imperial IPA. I'm going with it. I think you guys are crazy on there. You get any stupid responses on that?
I'm looking. I'll get mine. As far as a rating, since it's Imperial IPA, give it a 10. My God. I'll give it. Hang on. Give me one moment. Play some elevator music.
Hey man, all I know is if I'm going to look and if I read this, that's what I expect. That's what it is. I love it.
I'll give it a 9.
So I was way out of line.
Well, here's the thing. It's on that medicinal edge, and I already covered that. But the thing is, and you just said it, it's on the label. I want to taste it. I want to know. Can't go wrong there. The only thing that kind of knocks it down for me, it's in my favorite style, and I know there's a bunch of beers that I've had in that style that are much better than this, so I got to weight against that as well.
I just find that he was talking about the Three Floyds, if they want you to taste something, you taste it. Well, the Bret Funk, man, that's huge in this thing. You smell it, you taste it, you know it's there. But I think that's where this cherry really helps to offset that. He knows. I was gonna, if I needed to, cherry flavor. What the hell's that? I would have dinged it hard if I thought that was artificial and garbagey, but I don't taste it that way.
Yeah, you get that. And here's the thing: they described it as like a candied cherry, which is phenomenally done, and that's what it is. Now, I do question where that comes from. I'm hoping that it's just like some puree or something, but it doesn't say. So there's one guy.
Even if it's an extract and it's pure, though, you know what I mean? Not chemical.
Right.
Fine.
Now, there's this guy on here. His name is screw it. Nobody watches.
I was gonna call you out, but no.
No, his name is Thaden_Boys.
Or bois.
Bois.
We don't know.
This is a Bois, B-O-I, whatever. In parentheses, 2996. And then there's a whole bunch of other crap after that. But here's the thing. His picture doesn't look pretentious, but his review is completely pretentious. And if you know us, we're the opposite of pretentious. Anyway, here's what he says. Hazed reddish amber with a decent off-white cap. True. Nose is cherry, almond. Not true. Normally when you have like a nuttiness or almost like a buttery thing, which is what almond for me kind of points towards, that normally indicates that it's an infected beer of some sort. There's no almond in this. There's no nutty flavor at all.
Does he say what his serving style
Hang
was?
on a second. I'm getting there.
Well, maybe it makes a difference.
From the keg. Anywho. Almond, dusty hops. Okay. Dusty hops, I'm assuming he means like that powdery residue left over. Dried berries and grass. No, there is, first off, there's no dusty hops in there. There's no berries either. You can tell distinctly that this is just cherry. If you can't, you're wrong.
I'm not even getting grass.
No, and that was what I was going to do. There's no grass. There's
I frequently do on a bret.
There's no hop aroma to this at all. That's the thing. Taste. Compromises Bakewell tart. Don't know what the hell that is.
He's English.
Okay. Light spice. I'll give him that.
I'll go with that.
Glazed cherries or candied cherries.
Sure.
I'll give him that, obviously. Grains.
I don't really taste grain.
Straw. Absolutely not. And faint bret. What?
No.
Faint bret? No. Sorry.
Faint bret?
Yeah,
I thought you said bread.
No. Faint bret, Britannomyces. It's not faint.
Hey, you smell that? That ain't faint, is it?
No straw. Really no grains either.
Well, I don't know what happened to his keg. But...
Medium plus bodied. Fine carbonation. Agreed.
Oh, snap.
And semi-drying close. I'd say more than semi, but I'll give you that. With mellow hop bitterness, I'll give you that. And a modicum of tartness. After that, he says...
This is the part I just saw.
Failed double IPA. I think that was a loose interpretation. I think Floyd did that because it's, Floyd and they like to be different. And a failed sour, which is absolutely not true. Pretty mediocre and lacking depth and direction. Here's the thing. Here's my problem with all of that. Is the last 4 words.
Yeah.
Lacking depth and direction. Direction-wise, I can maybe see that, but...
It matches the description.
I understand that, but that's not a direction, that's a description. Now, that being said, I disagree with him, I'm just letting you know. You gave one of the longest descriptions in the entire feed here, except for the one guy underneath you, which I don't really care to read another one because we're taking up too much of your valuable time. And you went all over the place with it. So you contradicted yourself. And I don't like that. It's like when a brewery does that on this little here label on the bottle.
So anyway. Your point.
My point is, don't be dumb. If you don't like a concept for what it says on the bottle, don't buy it. It doesn't make any sense. If you're going in thinking that you're going to hate something immediately and it's not a crappy beer, why buy it?
Personally, this is one of the most Britannomyces forward brets I've ever had. I think. It's huge in your face.
I won't go that far.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Overall,
I'm going to stay at a 10. I like this a lot. I think this has got... I like it. I think the balance is good. I think on the nose, man, it's Brett. in your face Brett, and then you take a swig and it's Brett, but all of a sudden it melds out with that cherry balance. I think it all works well, and then you get that little kick in the back with the spicy carbonation, and it works. I like Brett. I like sours. I like things that make you pucker a little anyway. I think this is excellent.
Overall, I give it a 9.5. There's some things that it's lacking. I'm nitpicking at this point, but it's just not completely well-rounded enough for a 10. That being said, I would seek it out again, although I don't believe we'll ever see this one in a bottle again. Part of the reason why I bought it, even if it sucked, I was going to save the bottle. So, like I said, and I think they kind of did this on purpose. They went like real funkadelic with the artwork on this one too. Pinks, purples, greens, that kind of thing on there.
A little tie-dye-ish.
Yeah, but then again, Floyd's is kind of out there with their artwork, and they're all comic book people and that kind of thing too. So
not everybody will put a musk ox on there with warriors, with machine guns. They look like they're like...
And a bow and arrow.
I was say, and airplanes in the background. I mean, it looks like it's a combination from, medieval Chinese artwork, and then all of a sudden there's modern equipment in there too.
Yeah, overall, we'll get there. So, very good. I can see why I got high marks at GABF. I can't see why I got such atrocious marks on AB InBev sponsored great beer. But
maybe they drug it behind the boat all the way over to England.
Possibly. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe.
How do you get it in England?
War pigs.
That's the only thing I can figure, because our poor friends in Michigan can't even.
Yeah. Well, that's my guess. Yeah. Bell, yada, yada, yada. We've taken up a lot of your time. 2DG.
See ya.